So, the Futties promo has now begun, and not only are EA releasing players via SBCs this year, they're also releasing some via weekly objectives. And in this video today, we're going to be talking about the 91 rated Futties Kingsley Coman, who can be yours for free if you complete one of this week's weekly objectives. To get this Coman card, all you've got to do is get an assist with a French player in 9 separate rival wins. Now 9 wins is a lot, and getting this Coman could be quite time consuming, but it is a 91 rated item, and in my opinion it shouldn't be too easy to just acquire. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on this objective. Do you think it's too easy or too hard, or do you think it's about right? Anyway, in this video today we'll be trying out this Coman pink card, and we're going to review its in-game performance. In this video we'll see if this is a card worth using, or if it's ultimately just going to be some SBC food. Before we get into things though, in the comment section down below, let me know your thoughts on this card. Also, if you could leave a like or rating on the video, that would be greatly appreciated. And finally, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Okay, so let's get into things. Let's take a look at this Coman item properly. On face value, the card looks pretty solid. It's got 99 pace, 92 dribbling, and 90 shooting. Coman in FIFA does have 5-star skills, so there's an instant positive, but on the flip side, he does only have a 5-star weak foot, so there's an instant negative. In-game stats wise, this guy's got some interesting looking numbers. In the shooting section, we can see he's got a 90 rating for his finishing. He's also got 91 shot power and 93 attack positioning. Passing wise, he's got a really good short passing stat of 90, but pretty poor long passing of 73. He does have a really impressive crossing stat though. He's got a 95 rating for his crossing, and he's also got a 98 rating for his curve, so this Coman should be able to whip in some great crosses. In the dribbling department, this card has 94 agility, 90 balance, 89 ball control, and 95 in-game dribbling. Those are some pretty positive stats. Sadly though, this guy does only have an 81 rating for his composure, and at this stage of FIFA, that's really not that great. This guy's physical stats are looking pretty average, so I'm not going to chat about them too much. We'll just see how he gets on in matches. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into some games and let's see how we get on with this 91 rated Kingsley Coman. Okay, so for Futties Coman's debut, this is what we've matched up against. It's a pretty solid side. It's nothing too special though. I expected this guy to have a much better goalkeeper, but it looks like he's a big fan of SBCs in FIFA 19, as it looks like most of these cards have come from them. Anyway, let's get into this game and hopefully see what Futties Coman is all about. Who plays a nice ball out wide, and my opponent's centre-back has not paid much attention to it. It was actually the right-back Dani Alves, who was a bit slow to react, but eventually did recover and just pretty much hold off Coman from proceeding to the ball. Kingsley Coman, who definitely feels quick, but as you can see, he takes very heavy touches, and once again he's held off from the ball by Dani Alves, but he's won it back, and now we do have a chance to break as Henry plays the ball down that left, how's the cross with the left foot, it's not bad, and Raheem Sterling gets the shot, but it's blocked by Thiago Silva. The two link up nicely before Hullet releases Coman, but he's taking a bit of a heavy touch, and once again, Dani Alves makes the tackle. Dani Alves so far in this game has Coman in his pocket. Nice tackle there by Coman on Dani Alves, and he's actually left Alves on the floor, and now we've got space to run into. Plenty of space, left-footed cross into the box. Can Sterling get on the end of it? He can't, but Henry does, and it's blocked by Thiago Silva. We really should have scored off that attack. Very heavy touch there from Coman when he was under pressure. Look at the heavy touches he takes. They're huge. Like, when he's under pressure, like, his composure's definitely affecting him. Whips in a nice ball there, though, and Sterling probably was unlucky not to score. And then Vieira. Coman coming inside. There's Coman on the ball. Takes on one. Still going Coman, what's he going to do? Is he going to release the shot? He is, and it's going to hit the bar. So as you can see, at half-time, the score is 0-0. Yeah, it's just been one of them games. We've had plenty of chances, but we're yet to take one. And if we don't take one soon, we could probably end up being punished, because that's the way FIFA 19 works. Anyway, in the second half, we're going to stick with the same formation. In fact, no, we'll switch to the 4-2-3-1 narrow and see if we can get Coman on the ball in some more central areas. Anyway, let's get into the second half and hopefully get ourselves a goal and get the win. It'll be Coman with the delivery. I'm not great at these kind of free kicks, so let's just hit it and hope. Henry wins the header. Oh, he scored. Well, like truly, guys, that was a hit and hope cross. But Coman's got himself an assist, and Thierry Henry's just got a really nice header. I always concede them types of goals, but I never score them. Here's Coman, links up with Thierry Henry, and now he's been set free, and really, Ramos shouldn't be catching him because obviously he's got that 99 pace, turns inside and shoots, and he hits the bar again. Oh, it was a green time shot as well. You really should be scoring that. Vieira chips the ball out to Coman, who wins the header, and surely that's a foul. Surely that was a foul. He got taken out in the air. Anyway, chance. Sterling brings the ball forward. Team of the season Sterling is so fast. Back post cross, Coman puts the ball over the bar. One thing you notice about Coman is he's never in a rush to really counter-attack. You know, the medium-low work rates are definitely a thing. He does like to sit back. Never really like shoots too far forward. And there is the full-time whistle. We get ourselves a 2-1 victory. Yeah, we had a lot of chances in that game. We just did not convert as many as we should have. How was Kingsley Coman on debut? Got himself an assist, and he was relatively good going forward, but he wasn't as effective as I thought he would be, especially for a card as rated as high as his. His dribbling feels pretty good. He's very good when running into space, but when under pressure, this guy, he just takes such heavy touches. Like, seriously, I really do feel like his composure is letting him down, because when he's under pressure, he just doesn't feel that good, but when he's in space, he feels great. Anyway, game number 1, yeah, decent performance, but nothing too spectacular. Let's get into another match, and let's see what Kingsley Coman can do against a different opposition. Okay, so let's move on into game number 2, and this is what we have matched up against. It's not the most incredible side for this stage of FIFA. It's a very highly rated squad, but it doesn't actually feature too many special items. I do have to watch out for that FUT Birthday Martial because that card's pretty OP. But yeah, he doesn't have too many insane cards, which hopefully we can take advantage of. Sterling finds Henry with a really nice pass, and now we've set Kingsley Coman free. Plenty of space for him to run into. Pulls the ball back, and eventually we score through Thierry Henry. What a strange goal we've just scored. Nice from Kingsley Coman there, winning the battle against João Cancelo, and he's going to try and beat these guys purely for pace, and he's going to be unsuccessful. He's going to get pulled back. His strength, his lack of strength is quite an issue at this stage of FIFA against high-level fullbacks. They just pull him off the ball so easily. Nice. Vieira plays the ball down the line. Surely Coman should be beating Chiellini for pace. He almost did, but then Chiellini came across with a giant shoulder barge and just completely outstrength Coman. Chance to break now. Hullet with a really nice ball over the top. Finds Coman. Can we score the volley? Oh, he's hit the post again. That one's alright though. That was a red time shot, so I can kind of understand that. But in the previous game, he hit the post with a bunch of green time shots, which was frustrating. So there is the half-time whistle. As you can see at the break, we do indeed have ourselves a 2-1 lead. It's been a pretty interesting first half. Both sides have had some pretty good chances. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. In the second half, we are going to switch to the narrow 4-2-3-1 formation. And hopefully we can get Coman involved a bit more. There's a bit of space now for Coman to run into. Under a bit of pressure, and he's doing his usual heavy touches. But he's found a gap, and now we do have a chance to break. Still going. Left-footed cross into the box. Finds Sterling, and Sterling should have scored, but I put it straight at the keeper. Great play by Coman there, to be fair. We're in injury time now. What's Coman going to do? Gets the ball to Sterling. Oh, he's come offside. And it's a shame because he's actually chipped that ball perfectly over the keeper, but sadly that goal will not count. And there is the full-time whistle. We actually do indeed get the 2-1 victory. That game was very close, and I've got to say, credit to my opponent. He was decent considering the team that he was using. Anyway, how was Kingsley Coman in this game? Despite the rating being lesser than the one in game number 1, I actually thought he was better in this match. He was definitely more impactful, created a bunch more chances, and also did have some more goal scoring opportunities in this game. But on the flip side, he didn't take those goal scoring opportunities, which is a bit frustrating. Anyway guys, that is the live games now complete. Overall, gotta say so far, I'm not overly impressed with this Coman card. It's alright, but it's not amazing. Fortunately though, I am going to play some more games, so yeah, we'll see how we get on with him. Anyway, that's the gameplay complete for you guys. I'll see you in a second on the summary page, and hopefully I'll be having plenty of positive things to say about this Coman when we get into the summary. Anyway, see you in a sec. So after playing with this card a bit more, what are my thoughts on it? Well, if I'm being honest, I feel a bit disappointed. Let me start by saying, I don't think this card is bad. It's alright, but it just didn't perform as well as I expected it to. Now, I've obviously been using a lot of high level wingers recently with the Team of the Season promo that's just gone by, and I've just got to say, this card just wasn't as impactful as most of the Team of the Season cards that I tried out. Still, there is a lot to like about this Coman item, but there's also a couple of things to not be too keen on. So let's break it down, shall we? This guy's pace is class. As you can imagine, with him having 99 pace, in-game, he is very freaking quick. And he's also quick with and without the ball, which is obviously a positive. This Coman's dribbling in-game at times can be absolutely brilliant, but on other occasions, it doesn't feel that great. When this guy's in space, he feels class on the ball. He feels brilliant, but when he's under pressure, he does take notably heavier touches, and all of a sudden, he's just not as easy to maneuver. I really do feel like this guy's composure hurts him quite a bit. Positionally, this is one of them players who, when he gets forward, he's great because he makes absolutely fantastic runs. But he doesn't always push forward due to his work rate. So if you do use this guy and you want him to stay forward, obviously do consider the stay forward player instruction. When it comes to shooting, I thought this card was alright. He wasn't as clinical as I hoped he would be though. He hit the woodwork a lot for me, which was very unfortunate. He does have a pretty powerful shot though, which is a positive, and his finishing ability isn't that bad when he's not under too much pressure. He is very one-footed though, so always try to shoot with his stronger right foot if the option is there. I thought Coman's passing was pretty solid. The guy's short passing is great and his crossing is decent too. But like with his shooting, you've got to use his right foot for crosses, so you're going to have to cut back with this card. Physically, this Coman really isn't that impressive, especially at this stage of the game. Now, I had no issues with his stamina, but his strength was a problem because, like most fullbacks you come up against nowadays, are going to knock this guy off the ball with ease. So, yeah, his average strength and his low aggression can become an issue. This guy's low aggression was actually really frustrating at times because when he was going to, go collect a loose ball, even though he was quick enough to get there first, he wouldn't always put his foot out or go for the ball, which was a bit annoying. And sometimes, the opposing player, even though he got there second, would end up winning the ball just because he's a bit more aggressive. I hope that made sense. But anyway, let's summarise this whole thing. So, with all that's been said, what is my overall verdict on this card? I think 91 rated Futties Coman is good, but I don't think he's great. This card is nowhere near as good as the end of era Rebrew, which I think is a good comparison. And if I'm being honest, I think there are better French left wingers in the game, and I also think there's also better Bundesliga left wingers in the game. And yeah, I just didn't think this card was that impressive considering its rating. I didn't feel like this 91 rated Coman was much better than that Team of the Season Bamba card, which was very surprising. Nonetheless, like I said, this card is good. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just not as good as its overall rating suggests, in my opinion. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on this Futties Coman. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on this item. Do you agree with what I've said, or do you think I'm being harsh? Let me know all that good stuff in the comments. If you get this card, what are you going to do with it? Are you guys going to use it, or are you going to put it into an SBC? Let me know that as well. If you could leave a like rating on this video, that would be absolutely fantastic. And be sure to subscribe to the channel as well if you're new around here. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.